This is called condense. And I think this is more important because when we're solving equations, this is the end goal, is to be able to solve. That's usually what we're doing, is we're condensing because we're trying to solve for x. So we're trying to make it smaller, 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 smaller. Okay, so this is more important, I would say. Okay, number one, log of 6 plus log of x minus 3. So we'll work them together. What can I switch this for? What tool, right? Times, right? Add can become times. All right, so log. Again, this is m, and that's n. So that times that. All right, so 6 times x minus 3. The catch with condensing though is that you have to go as far as you can. So as far as the rule is concerned, that's the rule. Okay, but then we simplify if we can. So can I multiply 6 times that binomial? Absolutely, you can. Okay, so you can do this. You can do, why not? Right, so log 6x minus 18. That's it. Well, I guess I would question, that's subtraction, right? Can't I switch subtraction for division? What about this type of subtraction? Now look carefully at your rules. That's where it's going to get you, because you're like, yeah, I remember subtraction and division, you can. But you can't when it's like that. Okay, so this is a dead end. So be careful. Okay, let's try this one, number 2. Number 2. That's an x to the 3 power. Okay, let me give you a head start. Most of you, almost probably every single person, will be able to do the first step, and then a few of you the second step, but I wonder how many will be able to take it down all the way to the last step. Okay guys, let me step in a little bit because I just, like, to me, it's this stuff is so like automated, it's hard for me to see sometimes. So when I see you guys working, I say, oh, okay, I see you could mess like, so for example, you can't do this. Okay, I just saw somebody do this, but it's good. Thank you for showing me. So it looks like you could drop those powers, right? Because I told you the power rule, if you have a power, you drop it down. Why can't I drop this power? Let me rephrase that question. Is that power affecting both the 4 and the x? Okay, now, so I can't do this. I can't bring this down. Okay, because the 2 is not on both of them. So if it was like this though, okay, if it was like this, let me show you the difference. I could do it if it looked like this instead. Okay, because that 2 is affecting both of them. Okay, that's a difference, right? Does that make sense, the difference? So this one you can, this one you can't, okay? So since I can't do that, I can switch addition for what? Multiplication. So ln of 4x squared It helps me a lot to see you guys' work because then I can see. Okay. Okay, that's the first step, first part. Okay. As far as the rules are concerned, that's the rule. But after this, we can use other math skills to simplify. For example, can we multiply 4 and 3?
Yes.
Yes, right. 4 times 3 is just 12. Okay, okay, that's good. So I wanted to talk about that. Now we're also mixing rules of exponents, which we just assume that you know, but some of us forget, right? So rule of exponents. Okay, just a little refresher. If I have xm times xn, okay, so if I'm multiplying two x's with different powers, what do you really do to the powers? You add them. So it's that's really m plus n. So right here it's not 2 times 3, but 2 plus 3. Okay, so just a refresher in case you forgot. Okay. So this is as far as you can go. If you're multiplying, you really add the powers. Is that okay, guys? Okay. Let's try number 3. They're not hard. I just want them to be easy for you. Let's do log. Okay, before you start, technical question. Can we drop the powers on this one? No, okay. Even though there's parentheses, we can't because that 2 is just on the x. It's not on the numbers. Okay, go ahead and keep going. See how far you can go. So what can we switch subtraction for? Division, right? So log. The first one goes on top, and then the second one goes on the bottom. As far as today's information is concerned, that's it, okay? But from here we can do more with our basic math skills. So for example, like, can we divide 8 by 4? Yes. Absolutely, right? So log 2. Okay, let's go back to rules of exponents. Just a little refresher, okay? Rules of exponents. So if I have a certain power divided by a different power, what are you really doing with the powers? Subtraction. Okay, you're subtracting. So if you're dividing, it's really subtracting. So not 10 divided by 2, but subtracted. So 10 minus 2 is 8. Yeah, you're mixing a lot of rules. Rules of exponents, a lot of rules in this game. Okay. So that's as far as you can. Does that make sense though, guys? Is that okay? Okay. Probably the last example we have time for. Let's do okay, let's I kind of want to do this one with you, okay, because of time. So honestly, the rules, it's like the tools. You can do them in different order, okay, and they still work out. So You could switch first, I think, but I usually do this first. I don't know if that's always the case or not, but if it's something you can bring up as a power, I do that first. So ln of pq to the third plus ln pq squared to the fourth. Okay, so here's what I mean right here. I could use my rules of exponents to simplify these, or I can go ahead and switch my add to multiply. But it doesn't matter what order. So you could switch it first and then do the rules, or switch add. So I'm going to go ahead and go from plus to multiplication first. Okay, it doesn't matter, but that's just how I'm going to do it. So ln of this stuff, let me use color so you can see. Plus turns to multiply, agreed? Right? You guys remember that? Right, plus. So times So as far as today's rules go, that's it. We turn the power rule, and then we use the plus rule to turn it to a multiply. But here we can do a lot more. Okay, so stay with me. ROE, okay, rules of exponents. So this is not for today. This is like knowledge you should know, but I know we forget. So for example, this power affects both of those letters. So P3, stay with me guys, you have time to put up, I promise. Those two go, and then this 4 goes to those two. Okay, so P4. Now that's one rule we haven't covered. What do you do when you have a power to a power? What do you do with the powers? Multiply them, okay? You don't add them, you multiply them. So it's 2 times 4. So Q8. Okay, a bunch of rules there, okay? So right here, let's put, when you're doing these two, you multiply. That's the rule, okay? Power to a power, multiply. And now I'm multiplying the p's together and the q's together. So what's the rule for powers when you're multiplying? Add. So ln 3 plus 4 is 7, 8 plus 3, not 12, 11. A lot of stuff, right? You're mixing a lot of skills. So there you go. Okay, that's it. So tomorrow we're going to practice all this on your own. Okay, so hopefully you guys took some good notes.